So we're continuing here with Lane and a transition up into the trot. And this is his difficult direction. This is where he tends to toss his head like that and have difficulty in his balance. So I just stabilize my inside hand to my inside thigh and use my inside knee and thigh to yield him away from my inside leg and to encourage him to yield his rib cage over to the left. Now you can see here when he's tracking to the left, it's much easier for him. And this horse just has a nice way of wanting to be nice in the neck, stretching to the hand. But this is because we did all that foundational work in the walk that I showed you in the earlier videos and in part 1 of this video. The first times that we trotted Lane, we only trotted maybe 7 or 8 strides and then walked again because he had a lot of difficulty maintaining his balance without somebody taking a hold of the reins. So that work we put in the first 8 weeks of lots and lots of walking has really paid dividends here in the trot. All right, now I'm going to show you where he really has his difficulty. So we've been trotting a minute or two, and here he is nicely yielding off my inside leg, but now he's like, okay, this is really getting hard. And you have to make a decision with your horse how much you encourage them to push through a difficulty, okay? And he pushed through this difficulty a couple of times earlier in the ride that you saw, but now I'm deciding, you know what? This is a little bit hard for him. We're going to give him a break. We're going to go straight ahead, and I'm not going to ask him for any more bending to the right here. So now I just have him even in the reins, and even as I go through the turn here, I do not ask him for any right bend. He gave me some right bend earlier after struggling a little bit, so I don't want to push my luck, and I don't want to ask too much of the horse. I don't want him to resent me asking him for too much when he's given me a good try. And look at that. He made it through that difficult spot because I wasn't asking for the bend anymore. And so now I'm going to let him finish off with just a nice walk on a long rein, stretching his neck out, telling him he's a good boy. And now he's ready to go into the next ride with a positive feeling.